刚才这个板子啊，我那个地方呢就是一头，我只要这么高，这么长，但是那一头呢，就是我应该更长一点，这边就是短了，我要增加，那边就是长了，我要减少。这样的话，我就想了一个办法，就是用这种办法把那里切掉，从这个一半的地方，对不对？跟那个高那边那个比较矮的那个高度，到这个一半的地方把它切掉，然后把这个移到这里来，对不对？瞧，增加了这边，我就比原来减少了，达到了原来只要那么高的一个比较短的一个高度，这个我增长了，这么怎么样？挺好的，还是一个直线，对不对？挺好的一个方法。因为我是还画了个图，先画了个图，想哎挺好的，挺好的。做了一个窗子，就是透明窗，也可以叫做亮瓦。2根， 一边一根，好不好？一边一根，行不行？挺好的。但是我现在还不能上，我只能把这个框子给它固定了。这个瓦还不能钉在上面，因为它还要有一个什么杠杆之类的，看看是不是需要。这个看是不是需要，这个好像不需要也没关系。那个波浪形的是下面是需要的，需要电的。好嘞，至少先把这个木框把它固定再说。固定，中间至少也要2根吧，2根到3根。还要几根这么长，不然的话它承受不起呀。做这个透明窗。也可以说叫做透明瓦。
Notably because the Democratic senators out of New York State are not going to put forth any kind of recommendation, but also we've heard that Senator Lindsey Graham, who heads the Judiciary Committee in the Senate, is also unhappy with how this is playing out. So this could be something that potentially backfires not only on William Barr, but also on the president, and could lead to a House investigation into this entire ordeal in the weeks down the road.
Reggie Cicchini, always a pleasure. Take care out there. It's a wild, wild world. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Arlene.
All right, Reggie Cicchini, Washington correspondent for Global News.
Time now for a check on the roads with a look at shopper traffic. Here's Ari Rabinovich. A quiet drive remains on the highways aside from some construction on the westbound 401 through Brock Street, where 2 left lanes are blocked. That is causing a delay from about 6, and the rest of the highways are in pretty good shape overall, though. Now, there are some in-town issues with the police investigation taking place in North York. Caledonia is closed north of Florence for this, and along with that, there's also closures of Bridgeland and Orpheus west of Dufferin to Caledonia, and it looks like it will last all night. There's also a crash still getting cleared away at Allen Road and Transit Road. Expect delays in all directions there. Ask Sherwin-Williams and save 30% on paints and stains June 19th through 30th. Shop in store. Call for curbside pickup. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. I'm Ari Urbanovich, Global News Radio, 640 Toronto. Shopper traffic.
As big as Toronto is, our community spirit is even larger. When we celebrate, we do it together. At 640 Toronto, we want to help our local merchants succeed and thrive. That's why 640 Toronto is giving you the exclusive opportunity to win up to $20,000 each week in radio advertising campaigns for your business. Visit 640toronto.com and fill out an application for your chance to win. You're open for business, and we want to help tell your story. Details at 640toronto.com.
Abrams Auction Dossier has cars and trucks available to the public. Abrams has a backlog of inventory of used and unclaimed vehicles. These cars are the perfect solution for the budget-conscious person. A car, a chance to get a great deal. Go to abramsauction.ca and register to receive an exclusive auction alert on current vehicles available. abramsauction.ca.
The sun is shining. The outdoors is calling. And Bass Pro Shops and Cabela stores are open and ready to gear you up for an adventure-filled summer. Amp up your camp with our selection of top-of-the-line tents. Or level up your tackle box with products that will put more fish in your bucket. Whatever you need, our outfitters can't wait to help. Visit us at our Vaughan, Niagara, or Barrie stores. Order through our free curbside pickup service. Or shop online at cabelas.ca. I'm Alan Carter, and this is your GTA Community Guide, highlighting events and ways you can help in the GTA. Make a difference. Combat racism. Learn how we can all promote a stable and healthy multiracial spirit in the GTA by visiting urbanalliance.ca. And it's Pride Month.
This year, you can celebrate virtually. Visit PrideToronto.com. Plus, you can always go to the Your GTA tab at globalnews.ca for more community news, fun things to do, and event information.
Your home is your castle, your refuge, your safe place.
Our job at 1-800-GOT-JUNK is to make junk disappear.
And we're good at it.
Your home will feel bigger,
And cleaner.
and you'll feel happier.
We promise.
Give us a call,
Or go to our website.
and your junk will magically disappear as our truck drives past your home. Almost. We'll be in and out before you can blink.
And our gloved professionals touch nothing except the things you want to disappear.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Many people suffer from anxiety and depression. They feel an immense sense of despair. I'm Nanish Kotak, and at Kotak Law, we help clients who've been denied long-term disability. Often insurance companies deny disability claims
OK，
that there's
先
insufficient
从
medical
一个
evidence.
角开
We
始
fight for your right to receive the compensation you deserve. If you've been denied long-term disability, don't give up. Visit KotakLaw.com today.
Can't sleep? If the stress of debt is keeping you up all night, I've got solutions to lift that debt burden. I'm Steve Welker, licensed insolvency trustee, and people are amazed when I show them how to relieve that stress. If you are dealing with debt, call me directly at 416-416-771. We'll find a way. Visit us at stevewelker.ca anytime.
Insightful, engaging, intelligent. Global News Radio 640 Toronto. Hey, no name calling here. Just differing opinions going head to head. With Counterpoint. Here's Alex Pearson on Global News Radio.
Good evening, I'm Arlene Brown, and tonight Alex Pearson. And we have our Counterpoint panel brought to you by Pizzaville, 416-736-3636 or pizzaville.ca. Our panel, Andy Stinton, small businessman. Andy, welcome. How are you this evening?
I am absolutely fabulous today. I just had a fabulous day. I discovered a new lettuce.
Oh, we'll get into that later on anyway. I'm going to get up pretty early in the morning to put a new lettuce past me. Jamie Ellerton.
Okay, we're doing this after the break.
Okay. Jamie Ellerton, principal at Canaptus, PR and conservative strategist. Jamie Ellerton, good evening. How are you?
I'm not fabulous, but I'm doing pretty good.
All right. And you know your lettuce too, Jamie. So Andy, let's see. You know, you got your work cut out for you.
You guys
later
are
on.
nothing.
All right, we'll see. We'll see. We know our lettuces. Let's talk about the great, elating, wonderful news, phase 2. We all thought we were going to be so happy about this. I was talking about it earlier in the show as I opened up. I'm wary. I don't know what I feel comfortable with. And what a day it's happening on, Andy, as we learned that the virus is spreading. Biggest day ever for new cases for World Health Organization yesterday, spiking all over the United States. Sooner or later, they're going to want to come across our border. Even the premium sounds a bit like phase 2.
I live in Oakland, so we had phase 2 last Friday, so we skipped a grade, so we're ahead of you guys. What's it like? I went out over the weekend, and I was really, really excited. I wanted to go out. I wanted to go out and sit out on a patio. I wanted to do that because it's been 3 months, and I went to this really, really nice place. They have a great menu, and it was kind of weird to sit on the patio and see the restaurant empty inside. Guys who I know, who are friends of mine, served me with masks. The menu had gone from a 5-star restaurant to a roadhouse menu, and I was totally frigging disappointed. So, I don't know, from that point of view, I think because of all the changes that they have to make, the businesses and the rest of that, it's not all it's cracked up to be, and so I came home and bought some lettuce.
All right, we're going to get back to that lettuce now. I thought as this was happening, my nails, I'm talking from the female point of view, were rotting. I had these beautiful, lovely French nails. And I kept thinking, well, in a couple of weeks, maybe I'll be able to get them. Now they have just kind of wilted away. My nails look battered and bruised, and I I just don't know if I have the heart for it. How you feeling, Jamie Ellerton? What do you want to get out there and do, phase 2?
First week, I'll probably get another haircut at about I typically go every 3 weeks. I lasted until about mid-May until I ended up shaving my head. And now, of course, it's been a month and change, so I'm due for that again. And I want to feel sunshine on my face while sipping a pint.
Well, I'm sure you can arrange that, but Jamie, I'll stick with you for a moment. It is very strange. You know, the cases are going up. Brazil is just skyrocketing. Florida is going up as we speak, and we know that this virus doesn't care what we want to do. And, you know, are you going to be a little wary about doing some things that maybe even 6 weeks ago you didn't think you would be?
Yeah, I think on that, if you look at what's going on in the United States specifically, I mean, the total disregard for any kind of public health advice, and people convening as if nothing ever changed, and as a result, you're seeing a massive cases starting to spike. I think any place where you see large crowds congregating and ignoring now what's pretty sound public health advice to keep your distance, and where you can't be wearing a mask, I'll probably continue to avoid those sorts of places. If saying a certain pub puts tables a little too close, I'll probably walk to the one that is more spacious. But I think so long as our border stays closed and we are not bringing in people from high-risk zones, and that Canadians generally adhere to the public health advice on social distancing, I think I will continue to kind of engage in this new normal and be more social. But under no illusions that any of us are going to be sitting on the third baseline at the Rogers Center soaking up some sun and enjoying a couple hot dogs and beers while watching the Jays get pounded in the summer.
No way. Andy, let me ask you, you know, as Jamie said, those are the criteria, but we already know people traveling to the beaches, kind of a scene out of Florida. And you can't, in my opinion, it's going to be darn difficult if this thing spikes again, if the hospitals are overwhelmed. I mean, that is a very, very crucial point. And if you're not in the hospital, you don't see them and you don't understand. But if they get to that point, how can they close this economy down again? There's a sense that an ugly way. Andy, what do you think?
Well, I think that first, with the greatest respect, I think the greatest respect, you're mixing up metaphors here. You're talking about WHO and all these cases that came out. Who cares? I don't care. They're in Brazil. They're in India.
Yeah, but in the United States, they're not, and it's been a template for it. And if those people are gathering, one of the things we're learning is the young people may not die of it, but they can certainly spread. We had a case, just one second, we had a very serious situation here where our hospitals were starting to be overwhelmed. That has happened in enlightened countries. Right now in Germany, who had a really great record, they're experiencing a huge spike. So it's not, I'm not thinking outside of a possibility here.
Yeah, but we are not Germany. I mean, we're not Canadian. A greater population density. Germany has a population density, I think, about 70 people per square mile. We're about 5 people per square mile. So it's a total different scenario. We have a totally different attitude. And if you look across Canada, with the exception of Toronto, Peel, and Windsor in
这个
Ontario,
架子给
we're
固
all
定。
fine. We're down to less than 200
Turn on
people.
the left-hand turn signal and turn it off. And this happened about 10 times.
Oh.
First the right signal, then the left signal. Finally, the person puts on the right turn signal and initiates a turn into a parking lot, immediately slams on the left turn signal, and almost cuts me off as I'm going by. That I don't usually do this, but that person did get a good 7-second horn. Like, honey, I don't know what you're doing, but wherever your head is, get it out of there, because really... And usually the problem with turn signals, and maybe you've noticed this in your driving as well, the issue with turn signals is a lot of cars these days, apparently,
做这个透明窗。
I mean, Sandy Beach is the car guy here at the station, but apparently the newer vehicles are not coming out with turn signals. You might have noticed this as well, that people basically are using the telepathic mode of driving, and they expect you to know that they are turning. without actually indicating that they are doing so. It's a very valuable piece of driving equipment. But seriously, guys, I've never seen the likes of what I experienced today. No, it did not wreck my day. No, it is not going to wreck my day. But just imagine, right signal on, going to the right, and then immediately the left signal on, going to the left. Rinse, lather, repeat. And then finally, I'm thinking, okay, the turn's being initiated. They decided to go right. And then no sooner did they do that, then they turned on the left signal and almost cut me off. It was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? There might have been another word put in between, are you blank kidding me? Then I'm pretty sure you know what that word was. But I've learned in life, in situations like that, to laugh it off. And the reason for the horn was not anger. Now, like, there's the angry horn, and then there's the horn that's like, I don't know what's wrong with you, but if you're on drugs or something, could you please get off the road? Because it's not fun being behind you at all. So I don't know. Look, I don't know if we're going to take calls on that or not today, but people, like, driving skills have been going down and down and down over the years. I started driving, 15, 16 years old, so it's been, 40 years, whatever it's been, driving, and it's like every day it gets worse. I've told you guys before, I used to love driving. Every single weekend, Saturdays and Sundays, take a nice drive down to Allegheny or Salamanca or down to Olean or someplace like that. Used to really enjoy it. And then over time, I have found that the less I drive, the better. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy getting away, but the whole commuting experience every single day, I don't know how you people do it who actually work a 9-to-5 job, and you've got to deal with the morning rush hour, and you've got to deal with the afternoon rush hour, because I'm kind of spoiled. I don't have to deal with the peaks of rush hours doing the shift I do, and then before that, I was doing 9 to noon, so I only had to deal with the morning rush hour for a while. But having to do it twice a day, you have my profound sympathy. I can't say empathy, but sympathy. Also, something else. I was thinking about what we talked about yesterday, and the fact that there are a lot of cops in Western New York who, actually, in the whole country, I'll get into that momentarily, but there are a lot of police officers here locally who are going to be retiring. I know there's one local police department, and I'm not going to mention which one it is, but there are 24 officers that are either at retirement or they are very, very close to retirement, and they're all going to pull the pin. The minute they can, they're going to pull the pin. Some of them are actually getting out because of the repeal of 50A, which was a story that was covered last week extensively here on WBEN, and others have basically just had it. And talked yesterday about the fact that the morale of police officers around the country is pretty much rock bottom. I'm sure that there are exceptions. There are always, as I always say, statistical outliers. There are always going to be exceptions to the rule. But I just can't imagine what it is like every day to wake up knowing that simply by virtue of putting that badge on and the uniform, you are hated. You are detested. Has nothing to do with anything you've ever done that was good on the job or in your life. You know, that murder you spent years investigating and you finally made the collar and the bad guy is behind bars, or maybe because of your investigation, somebody who should not have been behind bars was actually released. You know, that stuff doesn't matter.
the fact that you are a cop makes you automatically the most hated person in America right now. Being a cop right now is probably even lower than being a media person. And at least we deserve it. And I don't think the cops do. They are being judged. They are being castigated. They are being vilified en masse because of the actions of a few of their with the badge. And I don't know how you feel about this, but I don't like it, and I'm sure you don't like it, when people make assumptions about you based on a stereotype. Nobody likes it. Like yesterday, we got into the whole stop and frisk thing. And I'm not a big fan of stop and frisk because enough studies have shown that it was used for purposes that, let's put it this way, in 2020 especially, don't think you want to go down that road. But, being young and being black is not a crime, and it should not be perceived as a crime. And being a police officer should not be perceived as a crime. The fact that you are a police officer should not let people automatically jump to the conclusion that you're some kind of a Neanderthal. And as I mentioned yesterday, doesn't matter what you look like. You can be male, female, white, black, young, old, short, tall, straight, gay, bi. It doesn't matter. You're still nothing but a stinking cop. You're the oppressor. You're the man. And what we're finding out in society right now is that the rule of law,